would just be like the machine way of seeing, which doesn't understand anything. It doesn't understand what it sees. It just receives light like a camera. And this is relevant to when we're drawing, people drawing and teaching drawing. So it's interesting to me, even if I'm not sure I understand it entirely. So his way of the algorithm which tracks the objects is is artificial life rather than artificial intelligence. Is that right? Well, that's what he told me. That's what he told me. This is about 5 years ago, by the way, more. So but that's really interesting from where I'm coming from, because it impacts on how we teach observation drawing, which is why the next slide is from Betty Edwards. There's one artist in the room, at least. The thing is that when you teach observation drawing, one of the ways that we teach people to draw what they can see is to kind of become a machine, in a way, to be more like a camera or a sort of machine, because otherwise what our brains normally do is, as you know, is make meaning, interpret, and what it seems to help if you want to actually draw something quite realistically that's in front of you, to try and switch off the normal behaviour of your brain and draw as if you were more of a mechanical receiver of images. And one of the ways that you can do this is to draw the negative spaces. You can see that from this drawing, can't you? They're drawings of chairs, but to do that drawing you don't draw the chairs, you draw just the spaces, and by colouring them in it makes them actually rather beautiful drawings. But it's a really classic exercise that you give to drawing students. And it comes, that slide comes from a book called Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain, which is, needless to say, nothing scientific at all. They're just an idea about how you switch into this different mode of looking. But that's why it was very interesting. Our research came together, and it seems that what interests me about that too, and I wanted to take it further, still do, because I don't think I really have done yet, is that one of the things that we do also when we're looking at things is we name them. And this is another thing that machines don't do. They know what it is, they just know what it looks like. But we name things, and that's our normal behaviour to make meaning. And so I'm quite interested in this. Another thing about drawing, I tell my students, don't name the parts. Try and draw, as soon as you draw the negative spaces, you're not drawing a chair, and it's really a helpful exercise. But you can, this comes up in my next experiment, but I quite liked a quote from